Hi, I'm Sofia Nicolini, and you're watching the Permanent Dream Press.
Hi everyone, it's Chloe with the Permanent Rain Press. Today I'm happy to be joined by Sofia Nicolini. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. We have so much to talk about. Isabel had a big role in season two of DI4RI so far, but before we talk about the show, I noticed that you vacationed in London in August, so I wanted to know how was your trip and what are some of your favorite memories from the UK?
Yes, so actually, this is my second time in London because I went there when I was like 8 or 9 years old. But I went with my family. So this year, instead, I went with my best friend and like this group of Italian teenagers like my age. And so we stayed in a college, and like in the mornings, we had the English classes, and in the afternoon, we could like visit London. And I don't know, I love London. It's one of my favorite cities in the world because it's very multicultural. And I love this fact. And so yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I would recommend everyone to do something like that because it's really amazing.
And then you'll get to practice your English a lot
Yeah,
more
yeah,
in there as
yeah.
well.
I've met actually a lot of people from all over the world, and we were like talking in English with Russian guys and Ukrainian girls. It was amazing. Yeah.
How has your life really changed since the release of DI4RI last year?
Well, actually, I don't think nothing. A lot of something has changed in my personal life. But like when I'm walking around, even in London, people are asking me for photos, and it's really amazing because it makes me happy and it makes me really proud. It means that our work was appreciated from everyone, and I'm really happy because it means that people have loved our show, and so I'm just really happy and I'm really proud.
Wow, even being recognized in London, that's something new for you, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
like
Being
from
taken out
Colombian
of
guy. Yeah, yeah, it was amazing. I was really like I was walking, and there was like this Colombian group of girls, and they were like, "Hi, can I ask you for a photo?" And at first I didn't realize they were asking me a photos for diaries, and so I said, "Sorry, why?" And they, "Are you Sophia from Diaries?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I am." So yeah.
What's so wonderful is you got to celebrate the season two premiere with Netflix at a back to school party. What do you remember from that event and all of the activities on that day?
Well, we had like this beautiful chance to meet our fans. So the location was amazing, and also the event was well organized. So like there was these areas you could talk with people, and areas to eat and to relax. So we had this amazing day, and I had the chance to meet like these girls, these boys, and they are all really fans of Diaries. So it made me really proud, and they were all so happy because they were out there and they were waiting for us to come, and they were like making this queue, and they were so happy because like we had the chance not just to take photos with them, but we had also the chance to talk with them. So I asked them if they liked the second season, and they were so happy, and they said, "Yeah, but I want the next part." So yeah.
And there were so many, musical and dance performances. I know some of your co-stars, Fiamma and Biagio, also performed. So what was it like to see them kind of in their element at the party?
It was amazing because they both are very talented, but like for example, Biagio never dances when I'm with him. Like it's something he never does. So I saw him with his crew, and they are all like amazing. And it was a great moment. Also, Fiamma who sang that was amazing. So they are very talented, and not also for acting, but also for singing and for dancing. So it's something really rare. Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the crew were also in the show, right? As part of X Mob as well. Now for Isabel, how do you think her personality has changed from season one to season two? What is the same and what is different for her?
Well, I think that she has changed her idea of love. Like in the first season, she's searching for someone to share her first kiss now. And she does it just because her contemporaries are giving her their first kiss. And so she feels like she's has to hurry to grow up. And then she does it, and she understands that there's nothing to hurry about. And in the second season, she's searching for someone just to truly love. Like she honestly wants to fall in love, and she's not searching just to grow up. She wants to enjoy every moment.
Now, it is said that Isabel went on a date with Michele, but it did not work out between them. I know it's not shown in the episodes, but do you think about what happened during the date and why they ultimately were not right for each other?
Well, actually, I have no idea. I just can tell you that I wasn't really surprised because they are both like really different. They have nothing in common. So I think maybe they went on this date and they realized that maybe they were just friends and nothing more. So I wasn't so surprised actually. So,
I would not be surprised though if it was Isa who turned Mikkel down. I
yeah,
imagine he would
I
have
think
really
so.
wanted to impress her. So he was probably just saying nice things and Isa was like, sorry, I'm not feeling this.
Yeah, I think so.
Now, what was your favorite scene to be a part of in episodes 1 to 7 and why?
Well, I love the bonfire scene in like the first episode because um actually I guess I'm biased because I love the song. So that song has a special meaning for all of us, and it's said also in the first season it's the song for the final scene in the final episode. So the difference, and in this case it's really special because we are all singing it. And there was an amazing moment even for us. So the atmosphere was amazing. We were recording like on this beautiful beach in the evening, and so yeah, I love the song, and I think that maybe when I listen to it in the real life, all that comes to my mind is diaries. So yeah, it has an amazing meaning and a special meaning to me.
I think I heard from another one of your castmates that the song, yeah, it was played and then you would always sing it behind the scenes in season 1. So it was really special to bring
Yeah.
it back again and have everyone together. Now, I love that conversation scene in episode 3 between Isabel and Livia at Livia's home, where they are talking about identity and wanting to grow. For Isabel, how is she feeling towards Livia, a friend that she's had for a while, but Livia has a completely new style, new look, and new friends as well.
Well, I think she doesn't like Livia's friend, and maybe she's right. But I agree with Livia when she says that you have to sometimes have new experiences and to meet new people. It's an important part of your life. But also, Isa is right. Like, you don't have to change your friends if you want to change your life. Actually, I think that friendship is really rare and precious. So if you find, and if you are lucky and you find a group of friends who truly love you and support you, you have to hold them really tight. Like, you don't have to let them go, and you don't have to change them because it's something that's really, really not common or
I do like that Isabel values her friends. I think it says a lot about her. And she is seated next to Pietro in class, quickly becomes someone he talks to about basketball and about Livia. And they grow closer when she begins to train him. And her feelings are different for him than other past love interests. So, when and why do you think she started to like him romantically?
well, I think that Livia and Isabel and Pietro are like the classic friends to lover story, kind of story. So they are really similar and they have a lot of in common, even in the first season. But like this time in the second season, they have the chance to share a lot of time together. And as soon she starts to spend a lot of time with him, she realizes that is something more than a friendship. But at the beginning, she denies it because she doesn't want to hurt Livia or even Robbie because there's someone else in her life, so she doesn't want to hurt anyone. But I think that if you feel something for someone, you can just deny and turn it off. It's not how it works. So
How does Isabel feel when she is with Pietro? Like, what does she like about his personality?
Well, I think that Isabel and Pietro have a lot in common. So I think they have this amazing thing that even in friendship is amazing or in love, it doesn't matter. They can bring out the best of each other. And it's something that is really rare. So she feels safe when she's with Pietro. And I think that Pietro does the same with her. And it's something really rare. And even in friendship, I don't know, I can't tell anything about the other seven, the next part of Diaries, but yeah, I think that's why she likes him because she feels safe when to be herself with him.
And you can kind of see the looks that she gives him during the season, that, you know, when he brings everyone together and says, let's do the bonfire pact, for example, or when he stands up to Ariana later on in the school. And these are things that she really likes about him. And she does talk to Livia and Pietro, like you mentioned, separately about each other. She tries to reunite them while she has feelings of her own. Why do you think she tried so hard to fix their relationship? Was this just the denial that you were talking about?
Well, actually, I think that at the beginning, at least at the beginning, she really wanted them together. Like she knows them and she knows that they are feeling something for each other and that they maybe are meant to each other. So at the beginning, she really tries to withhold her heart, like as a friend, to bring them back together. But I don't know, she knows them really well. And when she starts to talk to Pietro in a different way and to train him, she realizes that she doesn't want him to get back to Livia anymore because she really likes him. Like she honestly feels something for him, and so I think at the beginning, yes, she denies it.
And I mean, she is, I think, a bit annoyed with Livia because Livia doesn't see Pietro like she does. It's like Livia doesn't
Yeah,
want him anymore, right?
she doesn't understand. Like she says, she sees Pietro in an amazing way, and Livia is hearted from the first season, so she sees him like not as a good boy as Isa does, and she's really really angry and mad at her because she doesn't understand why.
And like you mentioned, Roby is another part of the story. He has an early crush on Isabel and they become boyfriend and girlfriend. And he seems like a really nice guy. He's not like some of the other 3A students, but she does not give him a lot of her attention. Why does she agree to go out with him? And what do you think is missing from their relationship?
Well, Isa always says that with Robbie, it's not like in the romantic movies she has seen, like it's something different. So, Robbie is a nice guy. He's kind, he's sweet, and he really is interested in her. But I don't know, at the beginning, she tries, and actually, for the first part of the season, she tries with all her heart to have something with him because everyone, it looks like he's something right. He's the nice guy. He's kind. He's sweet. He's something different from all the others. So it's something that she feels is right. Everyone tells her, "Yeah, go date him because he's right for you," and she does it. But I don't know. I feel sorry for Robbie because he's really honestly feels something for her, and she's just doing it because it's right, not because she really does.
And you can tell that because he's always kind of asking Pietro about her, like telling him, "Oh, I've texted her all the time. She takes forever to respond to me." So, I mean, sometimes that happens. Well, I guess we'll see if she continues to kind of string him along in the second part of the season. But I wanted to talk about another kind of fun scene I saw, which was the bike scene with Andrea at the end of episode 3. It looked like a lot of fun, but also very dangerous going around the corners. How was that to film?
Well, that scene is really funny because I remember the director was a little bit worried because like the scene was really stiff. So the fact that is really funny about that scene is that everything is real. So I'm screaming and I'm saying like slow down, slow down. I was really worried because I was sure we were gonna fall. So that is really the fun thing of that scene because it's real, it's natural, and we had a lot of fun. But I remember like everyone was worried on the set. So there were like 3 or 4 men under the descent who were waiting for us to not fall. Yeah.
They would like grab the bicycle just in
Yeah, yeah,
case. So I wish we got to see the behind the camera what it looked like with everyone just with their
yeah.
arms out, because for you in the back it is scary, because I mean with Andrea in the front he has more control, right? So I'm sure you trust him, but it's still like you said a very steep hill to go down.
Yeah, yeah, I was really worried. Like I was sure we were gonna fall. So I was like, slow down, slow down.
But you got through it, so that's the
Yeah.
important part. You were safe at the end. Tell me about the kiss scene with the fake snow in episode 7. I thought it was such a sweet scene between the two characters. How was that to film? And what did Isabel feel after the kiss?
Well, the kiss scene with the fake snow is one of my favorites actually in the second season because I remember we were recording it on a sunny and hot day, and I remember touching like the fake snow, and I went like, oh, but it's soap or something like that because it looked like fake snow, but it was actually soap. But it made everything look so real, even on the screen. And the fake snow was something so sweet and romantic. And I think Isabel's character was truly happy because, she really likes him, but at the same time, she feels really guilty. And then Robbie is writing her a message. So she realizes that she screwed everything up and she feels so guilty and just run away.
We get to see Isabel and Pietro's relationship really grow and build through the 7 episodes, which is what made that scene also so nice. What was it like sharing these close scenes with Andrea and also Gabriele as Roby this season? How are they as scene partners and behind the scenes? Because yet again, Isabel always has, all these different kind of love interests in the show.
Yeah, so I remember that on the set, sometimes they were like just the three of us. So I had the chance to meet, for example, and to know Gabriele because he's new on the set. So I had the chance to meet him, and he's really kind and sweet, and he looks a lot like his character. And I remember there was just the three of us, so we loved to share like the lunch break together, and we had a lot of fun in general. I think that in every scene, on every scene and in on the set in general, we had a lot of fun together, like the three of us or everyone.
And what's great is, especially with Andrea, now that you've worked with him for 2 seasons, so you kind of know him well
Yeah, yeah,
already. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I've known Andrea for 2 years, so Gabriele was the new, and no, he's a really amazing. Everyone, like I can't say a lot of about the cast, at least that they are amazing, like really.
And while Isa is having romantic problems, she also does not know what she wants to do in high school. She says that, she knows she's a helpful friend, but she does not have a future dream job like her best friend, like Monica, like Julio in video games. Is this a storyline that you could relate to personally, like feeling behind your friends or just being not sure about the future?
Well, I think that is a storyline that begins to everyone and that everyone can relate because, choosing our future is something that is really important, but also really difficult. And we might like feel the pressure of the society or our contemporaries. So sometimes I also don't know what I'm going to do in the future or who I'm going to be. I just want to remind myself that it's totally normal. And anytime, any age, you can change if you want. Like you have to do what makes you happy, and if you want to change, you can do it. It doesn't matter. I just want to remind everyone, maybe who's going through this kind of situation, that it's normal.
That's so well said. And, for you yourself and the rest of the cast, you're really like the same age basically as your characters. So you can kind of be going through this maybe at the same time, or you've just gone through it as well. So yeah, I thought that it was so well done in the show. And of course, your work this season. What was your favorite scene as a viewer? So a scene that Isabel was not in episodes 1 to 7, and why?
Well, maybe the Ariana scene where Katya and Sarah are pushing her like in the mud puddle, because it's really touching. So I wasn't there that day, but everyone told me that Francesca did an amazing job, but also Emily and Martina did an amazing job, and it's really touching. So I remember I cried when I saw it on the screen because it's something that is very common, but no one talks about it. So she did an amazing job, and yeah, I think that maybe that's one of my favorite scenes as a viewer.
And I talked to Francesca recently, and I think that was her favorite scene to do because she really gave everything to her character this season. And it was so hard to see Ariana go through that. And that was kind of going into my next question is season two. It did a really good job showing all of these issues for young people in the bullying. You have the mental health, the anxiety, as well as the pressures from family and friends. Were you really proud to be a part of this season that showed all of these issues on screen?
Well, I was really happy when I read the script for the first time because it's something that, as I said, it's really common, but it's not something you discuss about. So I was at the same time really worried because um, it's something that it's difficult to talk. So I think that at the end the result was really good. But like the anxiety, the panic attacks are something also really close to my heart, and I love the fact that we decided to talk about it because I think that if you're going through this kind of situation and you realize that also on the show they talk about it, maybe you might realize that you're not alone. So this was the message that we wanted to send to everyone. You're not alone if you're going through this kind of trouble. You have to remind yourself that there is someone you can trust about and you can talk and wants to help you, so you're not alone.
Just really opening the discussion and the conversation between people is what's really important about this season. What are some of your favorite memories from set behind the scenes? Like, are there any fun or funny stories or moments that you can share?
Well, there are a lot of funny moments. Like during this couple of years, we shared a lot of funny memories. But I might say that maybe this year we love to listen to a lot of music while we were not filming on the set. And I remember Biagio and Flavia dancing everywhere on the room. So that was pretty funny because going on the set because we wanted just to relax and to chill out. So we love to listen to music and then dance.
What are some of your favorite, or who are some of your favorite musicians and artists that you listen to?
Well, actually, I listen to every kind of music, but music is a really important part of my life because it makes me relax and it makes me think. So I might say that I'm listening right now to Bob Marley, Beatles, Queen, but also like Italian artists like, I don't know, Fabrizio De André, Lucio Battisti, are a lot. Amy Winehouse, a lot, really.
I think that you need to join Biagio and Flavia dancing. You did get to dance a little bit though this season with the hip hop.
Yeah, I also dance, but actually I might say that when they were dancing, sometimes I was recording them with the phone, but sometimes I was turn it off and dance with them. So
It's important to, I think, keep the energy up and like have good, be in
yeah.
good spirits on set because it makes you want to be there and do your best. What can you say about the cast and the friendship that you formed over the past couple of years? Because I know that you also get together when you're not filming the show, like in small groups, but then maybe you all come together at someone's birthday party, for example.
Yeah, sometimes I question myself like my life would be a lot different if I didn't work on diaries. But I think not just for the show, but because of this amazing friendship that we created. So sometimes, actually, really often we like to um, we spend some time together even after the set, even when we're not filming. So yeah, it's something that is really special because it's not obvious. Like it's not very common. We are just working together, but at the same time, we are friends. And it's something that made the show really special for me. To me, it's something that made the screen, our friendship on the screen, look real. We are really friends and we really love each other. So,
When you do get together, what do you like to do?
well, we like to go out like on dinner and we like to go to the sushi or on cinema, for example, or just walking around in Rome, like this.
And Rome is a beautiful place to be, so I'm sure there's always a lot to do.
Yeah, I think one of the most beautiful cities in the world. So there's always a lot to do and a lot to see.
Now, what message do you have for the fans of the show, both the support from your Italian community that you've felt, especially at the premiere party, but also worldwide now that everyone can see the first part of the second season?
Well, everyone is really curious about the last part. Of course, I can't share anything, but I'm really grateful because Diaries is doing an amazing job, like on the top 10 worldwide. And really, I just want to tell them thank you because they are liking and loving our work, and it's something that makes us really satisfied and proud.
And I know you can't share any spoilers, but what kind of messages did you see after everyone got to see that little teaser scene after episode 7? So, of course, that's Pietro and Isabel. They're hugging in the rain. She's crying. I mean, that was such a, when I saw that scene, I was like, what's going to happen? So, did you know that they were going to include that scene at the end?
I didn't know it, so it was actually a surprise, a beautiful surprise. Because I remember finishing the show and just taking my phone, and then my mom was like, "Watch, watch!" And there was like this little teaser. So I can share anything. I just can share the fact that I really gave everything I had to that scene. So I hope you will love it as I did. And yeah, it's really touching. So I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure the cast will come together again to celebrate the second part of the season, but I guess you did give everything, not just all the tears and the wet clothing that I'm sure you had after that scene.
Yeah. Yeah. All the wet clothing and the tears, everything.
I do have one more question for you. It's a fun question. If you were to compete as a contestant on Master Chef, what would you make as your signature dish and why?
So it's really a funny question because my mom is a chef, but I'm the worst cooker in the history. I can't do anything. I love eating. I eat everything. I love food. I think it's the most beautiful part of someone's life, but I can't do anything. My friends know that when they're coming to my house, if there is my mom, that's okay. But if there is not, they have to cook themselves because my dishes are something I can't do anything, and I tried so hard and a lot of times that I don't know, but I think my favorite dish is pasta ragu, which is an Italian dish with like tomato, meat, and carrots and pasta. And I think I would make something like that if I could, of course, if I could.
I think that you would have to call in your mom for some help. So it would be like, this is Sophia's dish, but her mom actually cooks it
Yeah,
for her.
of course,
I
probably
think I've
will.
had like the ragu before. Usually it's like beef or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Well, it's a good pick and I like it. And it was great to get to chat with you again. And of course, see Isabel's growth and new kind of problems this season. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chloe. It was amazing, an amazing time, really.
And for all those watching, make sure to catch Sofia in DI4RI or Diaries. Season 2, episode 1 through 7 is out on Netflix, and we will see you next time.
Bye.